time that I just made the basil ice cubes. And this one is really exciting. It's something that I always have in my kitchen. And we're gonna make some preserved garlic, so just minced garlic. I have this huge bag of garlic that I only want to have to peel and cut and chop one time. And then we'll be using olive oil to keep it preserved. And I just use this jar from the last time that I had some garlic. So it's perfect. It's a glass jar with a lid, and this is about how much I want to make, and the olive oil helps to keep it preserved. Then the other one is garlic ginger paste. This stuff is amazing. It is loaded with antioxidants, both the ginger and the garlic. And as always, I'll have some more nutritional benefits listed in writing as the video plays. But this is good for so many things. You can even rub this like on muscles if you have joint pain. So it's literally a paste. And I add it whenever I do my food prep with my food processor and I have all the vegetables in there. I put some of the paste in there and it gives it a really great flavor. And unless I have some ginger readily made, I just tend to not eat it. You have to sit there and peel it. And so I like to have it already prepped and ready to go. So I'm using about 2 inches of ginger, and I actually grabbed this out of the freezer. So I had bought a little bag of ginger, fresh from Trader Joe's. I have it in my freezer. It's still perfectly fine, and I had already pre-cut it into little pieces, so 2 inches, 1 inches, and I just grab it as needed for whatever it is that I'm gonna make. And then this huge bag of garlic would obviously probably go bad before I could get through it all, but the olive oil, like I said, helps to keep it preserved. One of the reasons why obviously this garlic is so easy, you can just buy it like this, but there is phosphoric acid in this, which is the same thing that they use in carbonated drinks. It's just really bad, like especially it can promote kidney stones. Phosphoric acid is just an extra non-natural ingredient that we don't need. Our body needs phosphorus, but with the phosphoric acid in there, it's used to help prevent mold growth. So it's just one less thing that I have to worry about. And again, whenever you're dealing with convenience over cooking natural and whole, you're gonna have some type of consequence for that. So I just don't use this anymore, and I'm glad. I just want to have natural garlic or garlic ginger and know exactly what I'm getting, and nothing that is gonna preserve it. So that's what we have. So I'll show you how I do this, again using a food processor, and it's really easy and it lasts a long time. So you will get to see how I prep garlic. You definitely want to always buy garlic that has the roots on there still, and if you can get fresh organic garlic, definitely do it. And I usually keep a little bowl nearby, like a strainer or something like that, so I can just transfer it to the trash can whenever I'm done. And I know that there's various tips and tricks, like putting it into steel pots and like shaking it, or like a steel bowl, but that just never has worked for me. So I just crush it and then peel the paper off. But I also cut a little bit of the stem. You're just gonna grab the biggest knife you can width-wise and just smash it. And then the paper will just come right off. You can kind of just make an assembly line and go down and smash and then peel. And it comes off really easily. Alright, so I've got my garlic peeled and it's in here. And I ended up using one whole head of garlic and then like 2 other big cloves from another head of garlic. So I'm gonna put it in my food processor and I'm gonna just pulse it until it's all cut up nice. Literally that's it, and you've got some amazing minced garlic, and I'm about to transfer this into my jar. I absolutely love garlic, so this does really help me to use a lot more, since garlic on its own has some amazing healing properties for our bodies. It is an antioxidant, and it's really good for you. And I've got my jar. So if you had a bigger family, you could just use a bigger jar and just do more garlic. But you'll be able to see that one of your kind of traditional little minced garlic jars, one whole head of garlic is gonna be perfect for that, and I just put in a little extra. That little green thing I made today a basil video where I preserved some basil in ice cube trays, so you should definitely check that out if you are like me and you love little hacks like that are gonna help you incorporate healthy herbs into your diet. But I just am using the food processor again and figured any little basil pieces will only be good for me. So I'm gonna kind of pack that in. And it's just great whenever you're, you know what ingredients are in what you're making. You're doing this all yourself. You feel really crafty, and you just continue to learn. Obviously at some point I had to learn how to do this. And I usually put my own spin on things, but it's just a lot of fun to be able to do stuff like this on your own. And now all I'm gonna do is simply add some extra virgin olive oil in there. And that is what is gonna be our preservative. So it's all around in there. And there you have it. You've got your own minced garlic. Perfect. One big head is gonna be one jar like this. All right, to peel your ginger, you're just gonna take a spoon and run it down, and most of the skin should come right off. And in other recipes, I would leave the skin on. If I was doing like a tea infusion, I would leave the skin on. But since we're gonna be making this into a paste, I'm gonna take it off completely. All right, so I have about a little bit less than a whole clove of garlic, and this is how much ginger I'll be using. I've just got the cutting mechanism in there, and I'm gonna just put this on low. So that'll get it nice and cut, and then now what I'm gonna do is add in some olive oil, and that's gonna help paste it up. I'm using organic olive oil, and about a tablespoon for now. And you also wanna scrape down the sides. So once I had it cut up really well, I ended up adding another 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there, and you can see it's a paste all along the side here. So we'll take this off and we'll transfer it to our jar. All right, so now I'm just adding my paste into my jar. So this again was a perfect ratio for a little jar like this, and it's a really nice paste. And again, you've got powerful antioxidant properties from the ginger and the garlic. Both of those, especially together, have been known to help fight autoimmune disease and even prevent cancer, as well as help with an upset stomach, and they're both anti-inflammatory. So pain relievers, both of them. That's it. And that's it.